Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a tutu using a satin ribbon as the waistband. These are good because you can tighten it or loosen it or whatever you choose around the child's waist. And also you can tie a cute bow at the end after you're done wrapping it around. So I'm going to show you how to make a tutu on a satin ribbon. It's better to use satin ribbon because it's softer and more flimsy than it is to use any other kind of ribbon, and plus the bow would be easier to tie. So let's get started. The materials that you're going to need, of course, is satin ribbon. You're going to need scissors and tools. So you can either have tulle that's on a spool, or you can buy it by the yard, like this. So the first thing you're going to do is, if you have the child with you, measure around their waist, and where the ends meet, tie a knot, like these. But if you don't have the child with you, I have a size chart down in the description bar. I think it goes up to size 6 or 6X, something like that. So, and it goes as young as newborn. So this particular one that I'm making is actually for a child that's 24 months, that's wearing 24 months or 2T. So it's going to be 18 inches around the waist, which is from knot to knot. And then I also left about 18 inches ribbon hanging on the ends. That way I can tie a nice big bow. So the first thing you're going to do is, of course, measure your satin ribbon and tie the knots. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get your tool, and we're going to be cutting it. Now for this size, 24 months or 2T, the length of the tutu from the waistband down is approximately 7 to 8 inches. So we're going to be doubling that. Like if it's going to be 7 inches, of course you're going to cut a 14-inch strip. And I'll show you how to cut it from the yard as well. But let me show you how to do it from here first. This one's easy because it's 6 inches long, which is good because we're going to be cutting it in half to have 3-inch strips. So I already have, let me do the green because I think the green will be easier to see. So what you're going to do is you're going to, of course, measure it with a ruler or with one of these. And you're just going to cut a piece like this. And I already pre-cut some of the other ones. So you're going to need, in order to make it fluffy, I usually cut 4 pieces, 4 strips. And after I cut the 4 strips, I roll it up like this, and I cut it in half. Like that. These don't have to be even. You don't have to, because they're going to be all scrunched up anyway. So the way you tie it on here is you're going to get your piece like this, fold it in half, and you're going to get the end, and the end that has the loop like this here, you're going to put it under the ribbon, and then you're going to take this, the 2 open ends, and you're going to place it inside the loop like this, and then you're going to pull it tight. And then you pull it all the way to the knot, like that. And of course you can mess with your pieces. I usually do that at the end, but if you like to do it along the way, that's fine. Let me show that again. You're going to get the piece like this, fold it in half, and the end with the loop, you're going to put it under, open up the loop, stick those pieces inside, and pull. And And after you pull, you slide it so that it's next to this one. And the tighter you put them together, the fluffier it will be. So the closer you put them together, the fluffier that it will be. If you have them too far apart, it's going to leave gaps and it's not going to be a fluffy tutu. So that's why you put the knot here, that way it doesn't pull all the way through the other end. So there you go. Now, and of course you can alternate colors. I usually would do 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 green. Or you can put 4 green, 4 yellow. Those are the 2 colors that I'm using. You can do as many colors as you want, or however many. You can have it in a pattern, or you can have just one color of each, or whatever you choose. You can have one solid color. Whatever you choose, just be creative. Now let me show you how to cut from, if you bought the tool like in yards. Usually they come like this, and it's usually folded in half where it's like 2 pieces. That's how it usually comes. I usually get mine at Hobby Lobby, which is like $1 per yard, I think. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay it where you're going to measure it, and it's going to be 14 inches again for this size tutu that I'm making. And of course you're just going to cut a 14-inch strip. See if I can do this. I usually do this on the ground. I usually don't do this on a table. It's so much easier. Okay, so that's about 14 inches. Now what you're going to do is you're going to lay it so that it's this way. And we're going to be folding it like this. Like this. And you're going to get one of the ends, and then you're just going to trim it so that it's even. Like that. And just toss this. Then you're going to be cutting 3-inch strips. And then when you get to the end, you just cut off the end again. And just toss that. And like I said before, I usually like to have 4 pieces. The strips that I've cut are only 2 pieces, so I'm going to need to add another one to make it 4 pieces. They don't have to be even, because it's going to be all scrunched up anyway. So those are my 4 pieces right there. You can add more, you can have less, but the more you put, the fluffier it would be, the tutu. And you just do the same thing. Fold it in half. I know these colors don't match, but for the tutorial. You slide it under, like this. Open up the loop right here. Pull these over and stick them inside the loop like this. And then you pull. And of course, you slide it all the way to the end. Like that. And you just keep doing it. And the tighter you put them, the closer they'll be together, and the fluffier it would be. The tutu will be. And usually if the tool that I'm using is like a rough tool, usually the shiny tool is rough, that tool will end up being thicker. The soft tool, like if it's soft, you might need to add more, because then it'll make it thicker. Because the softer it is, the thinner it is. That's just some advice. So there you go. And after you finish with the tutu, of course, you wrap it around the child, and you would just tie a bow here with the satin pieces at the end, which I can't do because it's really hard to do without it being wrapped around. But you get what I mean. So after you're done, you just wrap it around the child, tie a bow, and there you go. You'll have a cute little tutu. So if you have any questions, or any requests or anything, just let me know. Thanks for watching.